All right, boys and girls, do I have everyone's attention? I can wait until it's quiet. Okay, now it's time for one of my personal favorites, writing. And by writing, in this case, I'm going to go all the way from like pre-writing, where we're talking about actually the handwriting, and then of a child actually starting to tell stories and to grasp that they can write the words and connect what they're saying and actually write those words, all the way up to children who are well beyond that and just looking for some little tips and pointers and vocabulary boosters to really make their writing great. So to start with, we even have all the way here our White Cleans. This one is ready for writing, and it just has the children tracing lots of different shapes, lots of types of lines, squiggly lines, straight lines, to start getting them to understand, or to build those fine motor skills, and to be able to see drawing something from point A to point B and to start creating those shapes. And then we have an ABC Wipe Clean that will specifically start teaching letters, and one that's even about writing first words, little words like cat, mat, hat, all on one page. So there are those for as kids are just starting out with the handwriting. And then when they get even a little bit older, we have this My First Story writing book. I don't believe that it's necessary to have one of these for a kid to start writing down their ideas. This is just something fun and extra, where it gives you some kind of prompts or some story starters. So it says, mystery box, don't open this box. There's something very secret inside. Uh-oh, the box falls and bursts open. What happens next? And it gives you some room to write it. And then it gives you some starters like, some transition words like suddenly or by sunrise and through the gloom came, to give you some ideas for that. And so it gives you lots of, here's an action story. And there's one for, there's a page for endings or beginnings, different ways that you can start. Like I said, it's not necessary. Kids have it all up here, but it's just something fun to do. And then we have one that's for a little bit older kids, just called my Write Your Own Story. And there's a Write Your Own Comics books one that is really fun too, that has the frames already there for kids to write a comic book. So those are fun for writing. But say they're on their own, they're just writing in their own notebook, or they have an assignment from school, we have a couple of tools that can be really helpful for those too. I love this illustrated thesaurus. It just cracks me up on some of the pages. They have some great illustrations. And then, so here it has river words, for example. If you're looking for something for a river, I don't know, that's the page I opened to. Stream, creek, brook, rivulet, and then rivers may babble, eddy, gush, meander, trickle. How awesome would it be to have your kid using some of those kinds of words? And so there's a whole book of this. And in a similar format, we now offer a grammar and punctuation book also that gives some tips and tricks for using those as effectively as possible in a student's writing. So don't forget to be encouraging your kids to be writing all the time. It is just such an important part of that whole literacy piece. It's not just reading, it's not just spelling, it has to be sharing their ideas and their thoughts through writing and through speaking also. I heard the bell, time to move on.